Yo, what's
Lucky
up, guys? How
Sparrow.
dangerous can the Boston Celtics be with a healthy Jayson Tatum? Jayson Tatum is still working on his full recovery. The whole coaching staff to prioritize that Jayson Tatum doesn't play too many minutes or doesn't go out of his way to possibly re-injure himself. Jayson Tatum, he had his best game against the Phoenix Suns where he had 21.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and that was his best game since the return. He made it easy for himself by making a lot of layups, and he looked like himself out there, still
Remember
making
to
them threes,
subscribe.
and he's getting his shot back, and that could be very dangerous for not only the other teams in the Eastern Conference, but as the Celtics as a finals contender, which it could easily happen. Jaylen Brown has taken his big boost in performance ever since he's taken the role of Jayson Tatum since the Achilles tear. Right now, Brown is averaging 28.4 points per game, 7.1 rebounds, and it doesn't even come all the way to the offense for the Celtics team. As much as they can be a deadly three-point shooting team when it comes to Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, and with all the ball movement that they've been able to execute ever since they won the 2024 NBA championship. It's not only that, but their elite defense that they also have. They're first in opponent points per game. They're second in opponent field goal percentage. They're able to close out on teams and not make it easy whatsoever for the other teams to score. The Celtics have also got a lot of development and improvement when it comes to Shireman. He keeps knocking down them threes. They use him mainly as a corner three-point shooter type of guy, and just somebody to throw the rock to and somebody to rely to hit that three ball, and he's done a pretty good job at that. Keita has had his improvement. He had a big 24 points, 10 rebounds game against the Washington Wizards. And that's not saying too much, but it's not only that game. He's shown numerous strides when it comes to his defense and his strengths when to gaining rebounds. He's gotten better at those offensive rebounds, which makes it better for the Celtics to produce more opportunities to get a good look and make that shot. More points is always better. Keita had a 16-point, 15 rebound game against the Dallas Mavericks, and he's a big body that the Celtics could definitely use in the playoffs. This is honestly a good type of scenario for Keita as he keeps developing, him being in the starting lineup, because he's most likely not going to be in the starting lineup when it comes to playoff time. Nikola Vucevic should be able to come back for the Celtics in a month when the playoffs come near. He's dealing with a finger injury, and I believe that Vucevic will even be more of an impactful player when Jayson Tatum is fully healthy for the Celtics team. If you look at it, like Vucevic, this later stage in his career, he's better off as a catch and shoot guy, and or somebody to give in the post, and he can make a post fadeaway or make some easy post hook shots. He has struggled to become that guy that he used to be with the Orlando Magic, a go-to guy consistently all the time. He's just not that consistent anymore. He's getting older in age, and he could still hit that three ball. He's just some center that could stretch the floor, and he could have games where he seriously can shoot that rack and make teams pay for leaving him open. But it hasn't been that consistent over time. And then when you got Jayson Tatum, teams are going to be so focused on Jayson Tatum, it's going to be easy for Tatum to be able to drive and kick out because the center's got to drop to try to double team or contest Jayson Tatum's layup or dunk, and then it creates an easy shot for Vucevic to hit them threes. So I think that will be a deadly weapon for the Celtics when it comes to game planning over how to use Vucevic and utilize him properly. But for Tatum, you're most likely not getting the 28 point per game score that he was averaging in the playoffs when it came to his great playoff run, and that the Celtics had entirely. They could have beaten the Knicks. It could have been possible, but the Knicks were able to win that series in 6 games because of that Achilles tear, and they ended up losing to the Pacers. I don't really want to talk about that. I think when Jayson Tatum is fully recovered from this Achilles tear, you're not going to get a 28 point per game score. I think Jaylen Brown is still going to lead the charge for the Celtics team. But even Jayson Tatum as a second star guy just to go to and make a shot, even though his defense might not be as great as it was, and the Celtics team improves so much by getting Tatum back, he's going to at least be like around a 20 point per game scorer, I think, when it comes down to it. And with Jaylen Brown taking this leap in development, Jaylen Brown is going to be even more deadly. He's going to be able to spaced that floor. He's developed his game even into more of an offensive powerhouse. He's gotten better at driving, and he can make that kick too. Defenses are going to have numerous problems trying to guard the Celtics. And the big wins that the Celtics have had this season have come to the Cavs, the Raptors, and the Knicks. Keep in mind, they won that Raptors game without Jaylen Brown. So just think teams are not going to find a way to being able to defend those many shooters. And if Peyton Pritchard can be a little more consistent than he has been, with a healthy Jayson Tatum, the Celtics will be able to compete against the top-tier teams even more competitively and possibly win those games because they got that edge, that scoring advantage, the defensive advantage that they already have. It's going to be dangerous. And how are teams going to be able to guard Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, even if Tatum isn't fully back to himself? Let me know if you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.